Good evening and welcome to day 4 of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships here live from the Sir Owen Glenn National Aquatic Centre. Joining alongside me, 2012 Olympian Stephen Kent. Great to have you with us again for this evening's session.
Yeah, thanks Scott. I'm really excited for tonight's racing. Third, fourth day. Athletes are looking excited walking around the poolside, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a big stack night again. 400 freestyle for men will kick it off with Zach Reed up against Lewis Clareburt in that event, lane 4 and 5. Probably cruising to probably say it politely this morning in the heat, Steve, but I think as we've seen all week, these evening sessions really getting the most out of these athletes.
Well, once again, we watched them race each other last night in that 200 free, and we saw what happened there, a great battle. So tonight, the 400, we're going to see that again, I think.
We will indeed, and then we'll move to the 50 metre breaststroke, where it'll be Kara Smith, Leah Milner and Brianna Crawford will be right there too. She was a little bit sluggish this morning in the heats, but I'm sure we're going to see a faster 50 from her tonight. So amongst those three, Steve, again, it's a 50. It's going to be skills, it's going to be the start, it's going to be the finish.
Yeah, what's going to be really critical is the that breaststroke pull-out timing into their first couple of strokes, trying to stay relaxed in the 50 to build their power through the race.
We'll then move to the 50 metre breaststroke for para multi-class for the women. Sophie Pascoe in action again, as well as the new New Zealand record holder from this morning, Jane. Jane will be there. Shannon Murphy, New Zealand age group record. Jane Fox that was, and Shannon Murphy, New Zealand age group record for her this morning as well. They'll be in action, and then followed by the 50 breaststroke para for men. And then we move to the 200 breaststroke, Steve. Josh Gilbert, Luan Grobela and Ben Masters in that one in the middle lanes. Again, pretty relaxed in the heats this morning. I think we're going to see a lot different race tonight.
Yeah, once again, that breaststroke last night in the 100 was a really tight race, so I expect those boys to be wanting to push it and obviously take on that second 100 for the 200 tonight, so this should be good.
We talked about being brave, and the 200 breaststroke is one of those races where if you go out a little bit hard, boy oh boy can that piano fall on people in this race. So it'll be interesting to see who does take out their first 100 and when they can hold on.
Yeah, well, that's why I expect Luan, who obviously has done that 400 IM. We know he's going to have that back end, and then you've got obviously Josh, who won the 100. It's going to be a really good race.
We move from the 200 breaststroke into the 100 butterfly for both women and men, and with the women, Helena Gasson and Vanessa Auerhand, and obviously from being the former coach of Coast that Helena has had a great couple of years and is in great form.
Yeah, she's in really great shape. She's come off ISL last year and made some really good improvements short course, and we're all wanting her to bring that into her long course season, so looking forward to that race.
A good under the minute for Vanessa Auerhand this morning, so she'll be a threat as well. The men's 100 butterfly, Wilrick Kutsia. We've got Lachlan O'Connor, Chris Elson and Ben Littlejohn in the middle of the pool, and really only half a second separating these four swimmers, so another great race.
Yeah, I think, when you look at how the 50 was, it was all down to that skill level. Now it's going to be adding in that turn as well, who's got a bit more back end to come home. So there were some good times in the relay, in the medley relay last night from the butterflies, so I think that's going to be a really tight race.
And then we've got the 100 fly for para, both men and women, and finishing with the 400 metre freestyle for women. Erica Fairweather is in that event, as well as Caitlin Deans and Karina Doyle. It's going to be an awesome race. I mean, Erica, we saw her last night with the 200 freestyle, blindingly quick. Not quite on that qualifying mark, but the qualifying mark for Tokyo for that 4:07.90. Do you think we can get her through tonight?
I'm sure she's going to be really motivated after last night. She wanted that 200, so obviously she's going to come out very hungry to really nail that 400 in front of the crowd here tonight.
Well, let's not hold it up. This is session number 7, the 4th of the final session here at the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships.
Swimming is my favorite way to start the day.
It's my escape from the hustle and bustle.
Keeps me moving and keeps me alive.
It's the reason I want to be the best one day.
It's why we're going to Epic. See you in Taupo. From the schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance with expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Please join me in welcoming our technical officials for this evening's session. They're making their way onto pool deck now. Introducing the technical officials for this evening. Our referees for the men's events, Caroline Gillespie from Northland. For the women's events, Ron Clark, Canterbury West Coast. Our starters are for the men's events, Joe Russell from Canterbury West Coast. And for the women's events, Greg Forsyth from Wellington. The technical director for these championships is Leslie Huckins from Canterbury. Thank you very much, officials. Please be seated. We'll now cross to Steve Kent with Cameron Leslie.
Yeah, I'm here with Cameron Leslie. Cam, you've got two roles this week here at the National Champs. Tell us a little bit about, obviously, your athlete role and then your job as well.
Yeah, I straddle that line of training and working as well. So I work for Swimming New Zealand and my role is National Para Swimming Development Coordinator, which essentially means my job's all about trying to get people with impairments into the sport, and whether they want to be classified and go into competition is up to them, but the whole idea is to build the sport's numbers but also capability as well.
And how do you think that development role's going in Swimming New Zealand para athletes at the moment?
Actually really, really good. We've got boxes of really good athletes out there that are just trying to improve, and we've seen some really good racing this week and some really good results in terms of pushing themselves and really starting to challenge each other. It's really encouraging.
Cool, and back to yourself, obviously Tokyo coming. What's going to be your sort of main events you're going to look at doing in the pool in Tokyo? Yeah,
I'm a big fan of the 50s these days, but I've done the IM my whole career, so that's also up there as well in terms of priority. Yeah, I'm a big fan of trying to keep all the options open. I'll probably enter most of the races that I've actually qualified for, and we'll just make choices close to the time as to what the real focus is going to be.
Cool, thanks Cam, and all the best for the rest of the week.
My name is Mark. I own Swimtastic Swim School here in Auckland. This is my third development with Merthyr Pools, and on every occasion I've had nothing but fantastic opportunities with them, and also the end product has been outstanding. Now we've got this magnificent facility where we put through about 3,000 students a week. Our water quality is nothing but outstanding, as is the quality of the pools themselves. So my experiences with Merthyr Pools has been nothing but incredibly positive.
going to kick off the finals with event 18, the men's 400 meter freestyle. There are 2 finals, a B final and an A final. Please welcome to the pool deck the B finalists. In lane 1 from Waitaha, Zachary Knowles. Lane 2 from Neptune, Curtis Malsop. Lane 3 from Nelson South, Oxford Bailey. Lane 4 from St Peters, Luke Mitchell. Lane 5 from Tasman, Alec Swan. Lane 6 from North Shore, Samuel Potching. Lane 7 from Pirates, Nick Close. And lane 8 from United, Hugo Batchelor. And Steve Kent, 75 metres into this 8-length 400 metres freestyle. You would have done a few of these in your time, ideally not your best event, but you would have done them. So talk the viewers through sort of what's the mindset of these swimmers in this early stage.
Well, they're going to be, like we've said before, using their skills in this first 100, trying to find their rhythm and rating as they go through. So you've got Sam here, he's obviously going out strong. He's backing himself, which is good to see.
And Luke Mitchell training with St Peters in lane 4. They're alongside each other. That's Sam Potching and Luke Mitchell. And some early speed here from 4 and 6. And it all comes down to the strategy. You'll often see swimmers that will keep a more relaxed pace at the early stages and then build on it and be able to pass other swimmers with their endurance and their speed on the back end.
You've also got the fact that it's now sort of day 3 and 4, so with having these sort of middle distance events in the middle of the program, it's about who's done their preparation right over their months of training and then their preparation tonight to actually have a really good swim.
That's a good point, Steve, about the preparation. I mean, the preparation leading in, that's one thing, but there is actually a preparation at the championships itself, right? They're outside of their home environments. They're staying with the team, and they need to keep concentration, don't they? Make sure they're getting that rest, they're relaxed, they're limber, and they're ready to go.
And it's also just about the recovery after each race, Scott. So if you do your recovery right on day 1, day 2, then by day 5, you've still got your speed and power.
That's right, and first through the 200 metre was Luke Mitchell in lane 4. He went through in 2:01.09, and he still holds the lead at the 250 metre mark.
As you can see, he's just picked it up in this third 100, so he's actually putting together a really good swim here. He's chosen to be strong at the start, but he's really trying to lift for this last 200.
Really impressed here by Luke Mitchell. He is really put a little bit more speed here on the field and increase that distance.
Also see Clive Power over there, who's obviously looking after him this week, and Clive's got some real pedigree in this event of coaching, so I'm sure the chat before the race would have been a really good one about how to get this race right.
So Luke Mitchell holding about 31.3 for each 50, and he turned in 3:03, the entry time there of 4:11. Now I think we should see a massive improvement here of around about 4:06 if we can keep this pace up.
Yeah, well, if he goes into this last turn the way he's been swimming these last 50, he's been getting faster every lap, so just dropped off a little bit on that one there, but now he's on that last 50. He seems to have picked up his rating. He's having a crack.
Definitely having a crack. The kick starting to come in, the 6-beat kick, that rating just starting to increase as well. Luke Mitchell, 25 metres left to swim in the B final of this men's 400 metres freestyle. He's got a good 10-metre lead over second place, lane 6, Samuel Potching, who's been in that position the whole way through. And there we go, 4:05.51. What a swim there from Luke Mitchell. He's pretty happy about it too. Sam Potching second. Lane 5's Alex Swan from Tasman takes third place. And many of those swimmers going a lot faster again this evening. So checking out the start, all different techniques on the replay for those watching at home.
Yeah, Luke's on a really good race here. He was strong at the start. He backed himself, and then he really tried to up his intensity for that second 200. So, and we saw that on his last 50 coming home under 30. It was a really good finish.
I mean, he did do, you know, a 31 flat or thereabouts for both of those last two lengths. That's just a textbook kind of negative splitting, isn't it? Luke Mitchell winning there, 4:05.51. And now, please join us in welcoming the A finalists of the men's 400 metres freestyle. In lane 1, from Neptune, Jacob Blomfield. In lane 2, from Capital, Bronson Lloyd. Lane 3, from North Shore, Louis Clark. Lane 4, from Capital, Lewis Clearbird. Lane 5, from Aquablades, Zach Reed. Lane 6 from Pirates, Joseph Stewart. Lane 7 from Mount Maunganui, Gus Shivnan. And lane 8 from Tasman, Joshua Amies. And away we go, the A finalists of the men's 400 metres freestyle. And it'll be really interesting to see just how fast these swimmers go in the first 100, who's willing to try and get a slender lead early in the race. And two very talented swimmers in lane 4 and 5. Lewis Clearbird in 4 on a high from his events earlier this week. Zach Reed also already reached the qualifying mark for the Olympics. So two of these swimmers should get to the games.
I think these guys are going to be side by side the whole way here, Scott. That's going to be their goals, to help each other get through to hopefully a New Zealand record and potentially a qualifying time here.
The qualifying time of 3:46.78, and these swimmers cruising the heats this morning, 3:53 and 3:58. The latter for Zach Reed. And we know that Lewis Clearbird can absolutely have a blinder in the evening. He did that with the 400-metre individual medley.
And when you think about his last 100 freestyle and that 400 IM being around that 58-second mark, you know what sort of speed he's going to be able to sort of maintain here in this 400 freestyle.
So good to have two exceptionally good middle distance swimmers here and long distance swimmers in the middle of the pool.
We know Zach's obviously got that 800, 1500 background, so obviously he's going to be backing himself in that last 200 as well. So Lewis has obviously probably got a little bit more speed element to his repertoire, but it's going to stay like this the whole way.
So interesting, we watch as they go through the 200-metre mark, both on 1:52, quite a bit quicker than this morning's heat. It's on, everyone. This is where it's going to start to get interesting. The second 200 here, the third 100 of this 400. And we've talked about that third 100, Steve. This is where the race can be won and lost.
Yeah, I've just seen, it looks like Zach's just tried to pick it up a little bit there going into that 200-metre turn, and he split faster than Lewis on that last one. Now we're side by side.
We are, and interestingly, watching Lewis Clearbert always breathing towards Zach Reid. He breathed to the left on the way down, the right on the way back, and now Zach Reid just starting to put a bit of pressure on, tighten the screws on Lewis Clearbert.
Yeah, this is looking really good from Zach. Like you did say, that third 100, Zach's backing himself now. He wants to win this one.
This is going to be an incredible last 100. Zach Reid turns first, 250.49.
They're going to have to come home and round about that 57 mark, Scott, to be close to that record, even a 56. So the pressure's on here. Lewis is going to have to try and lift and find a bit of something in this last 100.
Let's remember the time, 3:46.78, which would see a New Zealand record held by Matthew Stanley since 2012. Zach Reid holds on to the lead. He turns first. The margin of...
This is a good battle. Here comes Lewis. We know he finishes strong.
Zach Reid knows he's got to put everything in here. He's got half a body length lead over Lewis Clearbert, now opening up to a full body length. What a swim. Can he hold on from a fast finishing Clearbert? Looking for the time. They go to the wall. Zach Reid will win it. 3:47.74. What a swim. Lewis Clearbert, 3:48. Fantastic times from these two talented swimmers. Louis Clark comes in well under 4 minutes as well. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure.
Don't we just love watching these two guys race, Scott, all week? It's just so fun. And they just look stoked to be racing next to each other and doing well at the same time.
So just 0.6 of a second off the New Zealand record there for Zach Reid. And you can imagine the nerves and the energy before that race preparing. But great to see them both helping each other through to two very, very good times indeed.
Yeah, as we can see here, we obviously saw Zach take it on from that 200-metre mark, and then that third 100 take it up another level. And then Lewis tried to come home, but Zach just a little bit too strong on that last 50. A really good swim and a really good PB there. Powerful finish. There's the results, 3:47.74. Well done, Zach Reid, PB.
Here is Zach Reid, the winner of the men's 400-metre freestyle. Congratulations. That was a tough race out there, neck and neck for half of it, and then obviously a bit of a tactic to go at some point and hope you had the goods to bring it home.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with Sue before the race, and it's always, you got to race your own race. I think that's what I did there, so I just stuck to my plan and it worked out, so I'm real happy.
That's a good piece of advice for other swimmers about putting those curtains up on each side of your lane. You can only do what you can do. In terms of that time, 3:47.74. How does that rate for you?
That's like almost 2 second PB, 1.5 second PB, so really happy with that. I've been doing a lot of 400 pace the last couple of months, so really happy to get the result.
In terms of that qualifying mark of 3:46, was that at the back of your mind at all, the New Zealand record, or was it just back to that swimming your own race?
Once again, it's just about swimming my own race and putting the best time that I can put up, and if that comes along, then that comes along. But yeah, looking real strong in that 400, I'm really happy with how it went.
And you brought Lewis through to a pretty good time too, and some of the other swimmers in the field. So good stuff. Well done to Zach Reid. Give him a round of applause, everyone. Congratulations.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Well, what a great start to session number 7 of the Aon New Zealand Swim Champs here live from the National Aquatic Centre in Auckland. We move now to event 19, the women's 50 metres breaststroke. There are 2 finals, the B final and the A final. And behind the blocks ready to go are the B finalists. In lane 1, Emma Dick. 2, Caitlin McKenzie. 3, Lucy Gordon. 4, Lanahay Connolly. 5, Phoebe Harris. 6, Salika Pratt-Smith. 7, Hannah Morgan. And 8, Tori Grout. It's anyone's at the moment. They come through with 20 metres to swim. Lane 4 just starting to come out in front. That is Lanahay Connolly. Lanahay Connolly, I think, has got this. Lane 3 finishing fast, Lucy Gordon. But it was Lanahay Connolly that gets there, 33.73. Looking at the time, well underneath the heat time of 34.23. So a great swim there by the 15-year-old, just 15 years old, out of Central City, Steve. And you can see just how important that finish is.
Yeah, and what's really good is obviously improvement again from heat to final, and obviously NAG's coming up in a couple of weeks, so it's a really good start to her season for her.
That's right, the national age groups in Wellington in a couple of weeks. So there's the result, 33.73 for Lanahay Connolly. We welcome now to the pool deck the A finalists of the women's 50 metres breaststroke. In lane 1, from HPK, Kirsten Fishers-Masters. In lane 2, from Waitakere, Brianna Crawford. Lane 3, from Pukekohe, Mackenzie Breers. Lane 4, from North Wave, Kira Smith. Lane 5, from Coast, Leah Milner. Lane 6 from Jazzy, Kaylee Jackson. Lane 7 from Central City, Lucy McKinnon. Lane 8 from North Shore, Melissa Cowan. Well, a stacked field here, ladies and gentlemen, for the women's 50-metre breaststroke A final. Hardly anything separating the middle lanes. Kira Smith did the fastest, 32.83 this morning. And just looking as they come through the 25, lane 6, Kaylee Jackson with a great start. Kaylee Jackson, lane 8's Melissa Cowan also in the hunt. Looking across, Leah Milner sitting in third at the moment, but it is Kaylee Jackson that's going to go all the way to win this 50-metre breaststroke. What a swim from lane 6, 32.02, bringing 5 of the women underneath 33. What a great swim there by Kaylee Jackson. And that came from a fantastic start. And we watch on the replay, away she goes. And Steve, you were talking about the pull-out.
Yeah, what I saw there was that she went a lot deeper than those other girls.
She did.
So a lot maybe in her plan of attack there. So that was a really, really strong swim and great finish again.
And Leah Milner with that really good finish too to snap the silver. And Kiara Smith in the middle lane taking the bronze. We'll have a chat with Kaylee Jackson. Here with Kaylee Jackson, the winner of the women's 50-metre breaststroke. Congratulations, Kaylee. Lane 6, sneaking on the outside. Was that all part of the plan, to be on the outside lanes to win this one tonight?
No plan, just go out, get a good start and carry it on through the 50.
We were watching Steve Kent and I, a slightly deeper start for you. Was that part of the plan? I think that really got you away well.
I don't always plan to go deep in the start, just dive in and do a good pull out.
Could you see, obviously, either side of you, did you know where you were placed? Did you know you were winning, or was just head down, go?
Nah, just head down and swim my own race.
32.0, is that a PB for you?
Yeah, it's quite a big PB for me tonight, so pretty happy with it.
What does it mean to win a national title tonight at the Champs?
Pretty stoked. I mean, a lot of hard work has been put in the past couple of years, so to get a long course PB is pretty exciting stuff.
And anyone you want to say hello to at the Jazzy Club, mum, dad, teammates?
Yeah, Jazzy and mum and dad sitting up in the stands.
Congratulations, Kaylee Jackson, the winner of the women's 50 metres breaststroke.
SB8 is for swimmers with low-level coordination problems, the use of one leg only, the use of one arm only, or the partial loss of one limb. Swimmers in this class are at almost full capacity, but lack all-round muscle power.
Well, welcome back. We move now to the third event of tonight's final session, event 111, the 50 metre breaststroke for women para multi-class. And they're going to come out on pool deck right now. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. In lane 1 from Orca, Jane Fox. In lane 2 from Pukekohe, Tupo Naufi. Lane 3 from Whananui, Gabby Smith. Lane 4 from Hamilton Aquatics, Nikita Howarth. Lane 5 from QE2, Sophie Pascoe. Lane 6 from Selwyn, Ella Ben. Lane 7 from Coast, Shannon Murphy. Lane 8 from Zenith, Katie Short. Away we go, the 50 breaststroke for women para multi-class. And looking Sophie Pascoe in lane 5, her New Zealand record 36.05. We've got Jane Fox, the New Zealand record holder in lane 1. Gabby Smith in lane 3, the New Zealand age group record holder, doing well. Sophie Pascoe through the 25-metre mark, giving it everything she's got. She comes down, she's got a body length lead over the rest of them, but all swimming in their own disability class. Looking at the clock, 36.05 for Sophie Pascoe would get a new New Zealand record. She's just outside of that. She touches first. Gabby Smith will touch second, 37.34. And we watch for Nikita Howarth, 43.48, just outside of her record. Jane Fox, 52.61, just outside there, and Shannon Murphy touches 1 minute .85, which is a new New Zealand age group record under 16 for Shannon Murphy. Congratulations, she's happy too. And so for the viewers at home, the disability classes there, we had an SB14, an intellectual disability, everything from SB1 to 9 being or 10, a physical disability, and a vision impairment from Katie Short in lane 8 there. So all racing their own races, and we'll catch up with the winner very shortly once the points have been calculated. And Nikita Howarth has been deemed the winner of that event, so we'll get a word with Nikita. Here with Nikita Howarth, another national title. Nikita, well done. 43. How does that time compare? Are you happy with your performance tonight?
I think I'm pretty happy with that, considering it's not really an event for us. So to start with the 43 for my 100 breaststroke would be great. Yeah, I just got to keep training.
And that would be the goal, to go 43 over the first 50 of your 100?
Absolutely, 43, 45. You know, that's always the goal, to go faster every time, right?
Absolutely. And how many more events have you got in the championships over the next few days?
I just have the 200 IM and the 100 breaststroke left.
Well, that puts you in good stead for that. Congratulations on another title.
Thank you so much.
We move now to event number 112, the men's 50-metre breaststroke para multi-class. And they're coming onto pool deck now. Two swimmers in this event. In lane 4 from Selwyn, Yayan Edwards. In lane 5 from Te Arawa is Bailey Conlon. So these swimmers in 2 disability classes, Bailey Conlon in SB14, intellectual impairment, and Ian Edwards, SB8, physical disability. And away we go. They're pretty close as they come down. Times this morning, only 2/100ths of a second separating these two. And just looking at the time, Ian Edwards, a New Zealand age record would be set if he hits 39.36. So we'd have to see a pretty good improvement here. But Bailey Conlon's going to touch first. And Ian Edwards just over the 40. So good swims there by the gentleman in that event. And it was Ian Edwards who wins that. And we'll catch a word with Ian in a few moments. Here with Ian Edwards. Congratulations, Ian. Another win, another title for you, and just over the 40. You went 40 low this morning. Were you hoping to get under the 40 this evening?
Yeah, definitely try and get close to that record. That was always the goal.
Yeah, that record. Was that your record, someone?
No, someone else's.
Well, I'm sure there'll be another occasion. And your brother, you've got a brother that swims, right? Is he still swimming?
No, not anymore. He's, just enjoying life.
Nice work. So what else on the program for you, Ian?
I've got it's the last 2 days, two races each day, so it should be quite good.
Good stuff. And have you got the 100 metre breaststroke coming up too?
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's see if we can see a record from you on that one. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back to the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships coverage here of the 4th final session, day 4 here, and we move to event 20, the men's 200 metres breaststroke. There are 2 finals, a B and an A final, and coming onto pool deck now, the B finalists. In lane 1 from HBK, Lyle Hill. 2 from Phoenix, Mac Hong. 3 from Enterprise, Jack Keeper. 4 from Waitakere, Bowen Crawford. 5 from Raumati, Eli Litton. 6 from Waitakere, James Slesser. 7 from Liz Van Welly Aquatics, Kalani Bruce. And 8 from Aquablades, Oliver Durley. Now Steve Kent joining me here. Talking about the 200 metre breaststroke, in the early stages it's about really stretching out and keeping a long stroke, isn't it? But then we were talking the other day about rating and about some of the best breaststrokers having a high rating. So what do you think most of these swimmers are trying to achieve here in this 200?
Well, from the looks of it, these guys are all trying to keep it a little bit long in this first part of this race, whereas, like we talked about, Adam Peaty's got that more fast racing. He doesn't quite do the 200 though, so what I'm seeing from these boys here is trying to keep their length, trying to keep their hips up, and start obviously trying to build into this turn so they can really get that depth underwater for the pull-out.
They come through to the 100 metre mark, the halfway mark of this 200 metre breaststroke, and nice underwater work there by our leaders.
A really good underwater there from Jack Kepper from Gisborne Enterprise Club. So, you know, he's really stepped into that wall, come off really well. Let's see if he can try to sort of step it up and take on these middle lanes.
And Bowen Crawford, the 16-year-old from Waitakere, older sister Brianna Crawford, the breaststroke running in the family here. But Steve, the breaststroke has quite a similar movement to the butterfly in terms of its undulation, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's what you can get out of that undulation off that breaststroke kick. Obviously, those sort of fly almost movements, so that hip drive that comes from your breaststroke as well. It's not just about legs and arms. There's still that core element that you want to have to hold your stroke together.
So getting to the final stages now of this B final for the men's 200 metre breaststroke. And this is when it's going to start to hurt. This is when they're going to be trying to hold the technique together. Keeping that rating going, but trying to keep hold of the water.
This is a really good, strong finish here from Bowen. Only 16 as well, so one of the younger guys in the field. It's a really, really good race.
Fantastic time, 2:24.67, 4 seconds under exactly his heat time. For the 16-year-old, that is a great swim. James Slesser comes in second, Jack Keeper in third.
Yeah. Through the start there, obviously trying to set up for that, what it's going to be probably their best and fastest underwater. And then we saw then Bowen really trying to bring it through in that middle part of the race. That's where he gapped it on that third 50 and obviously was brave enough to take it on.
What's exciting is that 16 years of age, still got a lot of growing to do, a lot of strength to come in. And in breaststroke, that is a very valuable thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the first thing for him is going to be starting off with the technical aspect of breaststroke, and then the strength and endurance will come with age.
So good B final there. There's the result. A lot of those swimmers going well underneath their heat time. Again, very, very good. We now welcome to pool deck the A finalist of the men's 200 metres breaststroke. In lane 1 from Capital, Sam Brown. Lane 2 from Vikings, Lachlan McKenzie. Lane 3 from North Shore, Cullum Prime. Lane 4 from Evolution, Joshua Gilbert. Lane 5 from Pukekohe, Ben Masters. Lane 6 from Neptune, Luan Grobela. Lane 7 from North Shore, Blair Helms. And lane 8 from North Shore, Harrison Cook. Pretty even start across the field. We get underway. Joshua Gilbert had a 3-second margin, but I feel, Steve, that a lot of these swimmers were holding back this morning, especially I think Luan Grobela is going to be one to watch. He had a very good 400-metre individual medley.
Yeah, as you can see already, he's looks like he's wanting to take this on a little bit more, so definitely see that intensity go up at night for these guys. Maybe that's down to just the planning for the whole week.
And Luan Grobela holds the 17-year-old New Zealand age group record, and the New Zealand record held by Glenn Snyders at 2:10.55, the Olympic qualifying mark for this event. We'll have to come back to you on. But these swimmers going for a national title, going for PBs.
We talked about earlier how this is going to be a really tight race. We've got the 400 IM guys versus those 100 breaststroke guys. what we can see is obviously Luan's going out a bit stronger than everyone at the moment. He's going to back himself here.
Yeah, you're right. 400 IM Sam Brown in lane 1 there from Capital. They go through 105.83. Luan Grobbelaar leads them through by about 0.2 of a second, 0.1 of a second. Nothing in it at the moment. Starting to wind it up. I think he's dangerous. I think Luan Grobbelaar will be hard to catch. He's got that endurance behind him, but we've got Joshua Gilbert, the breaststroke specialist, so much experience behind him.
He's holding his length here underwater. As you can see, he's really holding his glide, so he's trusting his stroke here. That's really good technique. Let's see how this last turn in underwater can hold up in this 200.
Steve, he's going to have to do something special in this final 50 metres. I think Luan Grobbelaar senses he's got this one at the moment. Can Gilbert see him on the outside lane?
I think he's definitely seen him. He's having to pick up his rating a little bit more for this last 50, using that 100-metre skill he took on last night to take the win.
He is indeed, but still half body length lead to Luan Grobbelaar in the blue cap. The breaststroke specialist leading out the front, but Luan Grobbelaar, it's going to pay off for him. He started strong, he's finished strong. He takes out the title, 2:15.77. Gilbert will take the silver, Cullen Prime the bronze, and just looking across those times, 3 of those swimmers underneath the 2:20 mark.
That was some really big shifts from the heats to finals, as we talked about. Obviously, these boys are planning to get into this final and then really step it up another level. So I thought some really smart racing there by Luan. He backed himself, and then Josh, he thought he had enough there for the end, and he picked it up. As you can see, going into this last turn, it was Luan going through, having a good look, making sure he's where he wanted to be, and then stepped it up another level in this last 50.
An exceptional swim there, and we'll catch a word with Luan Grobbelaar now and get a reaction from that win.
Really good finish by those boys there. They should be pretty happy with those times. So Luan Grobbelaar, 2:15.77, takes the national title in the 200 breaststroke. Good to see Callum Prime taking a bronze there. He's been working towards that 200 breaststroke as well, so good step up there from the heats to finals for Callum also.
Here with Luan Grobbelaar, who has won the 200 metre breaststroke for men. Put it there, congratulations. We were picking it earlier on that your heat swim was pretty relaxed this morning at 2:24. We knew you had more in it, but you must be happy with that one.
Yeah, pretty happy with that, and it was exactly according to the plan, so I couldn't be happier.
You had a really good 400 metre individual medley in the week. You must be pleased with your form at the moment. Training, leading in, everything's gone right for you?
Yeah, it's been, you know, a good lead up, and yeah, just everything's going good at the moment.
And so other events in your program, anything more this evening for you?
No, that's it. Off tomorrow, so.
We'll give a big round of applause for Luan Grobbelaar, the winner of the men's 200 metre breaststroke. Great swim.
So I became an IOT because I just wanted to help out the swim community, give back, because they've always been amazing when I'm swimming.
So the reason why I became a technical official is because it's much more fun than sitting in the stand. You're right in the middle of it, you get to see all the racing, you get to talk to people and be involved in the event. It's just a great place to be.
I enjoy being a technical official because firstly it's an easy way for me to be able to give back to the sport that's given me so much. I've been able to go overseas with my own swimming, so it's a good way for me to be able to give back, and it's fun. I get to make new friends amongst the other technical officials, and I feel like it's also helping my own swimming because I understand the rules of the sport on a deeper level.
Why? Because you get to meet so many cool people. You get to be close to the racing, and the technical officials are a happy family. They're good. They teach you, or you learn something new every day, and I have. Over the last 20 years, I suppose, I've had some great support from other officials, and it's just fun. It's so fun, and seeing the swimming close up, that's really exciting. So please come, we want you.
Well, welcome back to the 2021 Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships, almost halfway through the finals program. We're now going to go to Steve Kent with the head coach of the Aquablades, Sue Southgate.
Yeah, I'm here with Sue. Sue, obviously, Zach had that 400 freestyle tonight. He took the win. What was the mindset and the plan leading into that race tonight?
I'm happy to say that he swam the race plan almost perfectly tonight. So the plan was to make sure that we were good to the 200 and then pick it up after that. So very good effort.
And the rivalry between Zach and Lewis, do you see that as a really healthy relationship? They're obviously best mates. How do you see that potentially helping these boys in the future?
Yeah, no, they've been racing each other since they were about 15, and both late developers, so it's been really good. And we're really lucky to have the pair of them in New Zealand, I think, making each other better.
Yeah, and you've got Donna Bizdode who helps you along there in Taranaki region. How's the Taranaki region going at the moment?
Oh, I think you should look at the points table.
Good to see, and it's been a pleasure watching Zach obviously develop over the years, as you've said. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back everyone watching on Sky Sport Next YouTube channel and Sky Sport Channel 9. We now move to the first of two medal ceremonies for tonight's session, and these medal ceremonies are sponsored by All Proof Industries, and presenting medals will be Graham Moore, the para swimming program lead at Swimming New Zealand, and we'll start with the medal ceremony for event 18, the men's 400 metre freestyle for the 17-18-year-old age group. So we'll wait for Graham to make his way out to the podium. The third place in 4:08.20 from Capital Swim Club, Bronson Lloyd. In second place in 4:05.88 from Mount Maunganui Swimming Club, Gus Shivnan. And winning in a time of 4:03.81 from Pirate Swim Team, Joseph Stewart. Move now to the medal ceremony for the open final of the men's 400 metres freestyle. In third place in 3:56.59 from North Shore Swimming Club, Louis Clark. Silver medalist in 3:48.62 from Capital, Lewis Clearbert. And winning in a time of 3:47.74 from Aquablades New Plymouth Swimming, Zach Reed. Move now to event 19, the medal ceremony for the women's 50-metre breaststroke, 17-18-year-old category. Third place in 33.07 from TBSS Central City Swimming, Lucy McKinnon. Second place in 32.92 from Waitakere Swimming Club, Brianna Crawford. And winning in 32.54 from Coast Swimming Club, Leah Milner. Move now to the medal ceremony for the final result of the women's 50-metre breaststroke. In third place in 32.70 from North Wave, Kara Smith. Second place, the silver medalist in 32.54 from Coast Swimming Club, Leah Milner. And winning the gold medal in 32.02 from Jazzy Swim Club, Kaylee Jackson. Move now to the event 111, the 50 breaststroke for women, para multi-class. Third place in 40.90 from Wharanui, Gabby Smith. The silver medalist in 37.34 from QE2, Sophie Pascoe. And winning in 43.71 from Hamilton Aquatics, Nikita Howarth. Now, Swimming New Zealand would like to recognise two para swimmers who have broken several world records at national meets recently. Firstly, QE2 Swim Club's Sophie Pascoe. Sophie has broken short course world records in the SB8 50 breaststroke, the S9 50 butterfly, the S9 50 freestyle, S9 50 butterfly. Alongside these, Sophie has also broken long course records in S9 100 freestyle, 100 butterfly, 100 backstroke and 50 freestyle. Congratulations to Sophie for these and best of luck for the remainder of her racing week. And she is receiving a certificate from Swimming New Zealand. We'd also like to recognise Hamilton Aquatics' Nikita Howarth for breaking two short course world records last year. Both of these were in the SM7 100-metre individual medley. Well done, Nikita. All the best for your remaining races this week, and best of luck to Sophie and Nikita in Tokyo later this year. We move now to the medal ceremony for event 112, the men's 50-metre breaststroke para multi-class. The silver medalist in 40.14 from Te Arawa, Bailey Conlon. And winning from Selwyn, Yayan Edwards. In a time of 40.48. Move now to the medal ceremony for event 20, the 200 metre breaststroke for men 17-18 age group. Third place in 2:26.58 from Waitakere Swimming Club, James Slessor. Second place in 2 minutes 23.09 from Vikings, Lachlan McKenzie. And winning in 2:20.76 from Capital, Sam Brown. Move now to event 20, the medal ceremony for the men's 200 breaststroke open final. In third place in 2:19.91 from North Shore, Cullum Prime. Second place, the silver medalist in 2:16.37 from Evolution, Joshua Gilbert. And winning in 2:15.77 from Neptune, Luan Grobela. Well, that concludes the medal ceremonies. Thank you to Graham Moore for presenting those medals and our medal boys and girls that helped out. We'll be back very shortly after this break.
From the schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance, with expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Well, welcome back to the second half of session number 7, the final session, and we move to event 21, the women's 100 metres butterfly. There are 3 finals, a C, B and A final. Please welcome to pool deck the C finalists. Lane 1 from HBK's Skylar McDonald, 2 from Pukekohe, Kate Wheeler, 3 from Capital, Georgia Wills, 4 from Aquablade, Sasha Reed, 5 from Waverley, Tegan Strudwick, 6 from North Shore, Charlie Toos, 7 from St Peter's, Riley Britton, and lane 8 from Raumati, Annie Chenkova. And Steve, halfway through this 100 metre butterfly, It's a long sprint, this one, and takes a lot of energy, the butterfly stroke, doesn't it?
Yeah, we just saw some really good underwater there from Sasha Reid. I know her from her surf life-saving pool rescue stuff. She's really good at that underwater. She'll be digging it in here for a good chance tonight.
So looking across the field, looks like lane 4. It is Sasha Reid. She's come off that wall well. And lane 8's going well too, Annie Genkova from Raumati.
It's now trying to keep those hips up and maintain that rhythm into the wall.
They go to the wall. Sasha Reid holds on to the win. 105.30, about the same as slightly quicker than this morning's heat. And Tegan Strudwick taking second. And as that fatigue sets in, it's trying to keep that stroke long. You can see some of the swimmers that the stroke tightened up, the stroke shortened up a little bit, and that affecting the placings at the end. And there's the final result of the C final of the women's 100 metres butterfly. We now welcome to pool deck the B finalists of the women's 100 metres butterfly. Lane 1 from Central City, Ray Kwan. Lane 2 from North Shore, Summer Osborne. Lane 3 from Capital, Taylor Miles. Lane 4 from Jazzy, Kaylee Jackson. 5 from Central City, Amelia Bray. 6 from Capital, Jenna Ralston Larking. 7 Central City, Liv Peebles. Lane 8 from Capital, S.T. Jacobs. Now, Steve, Kaylee Jackson straight off that win. Taylor Miles, the talented 14-year-old. They're all in there.
Yeah, well, we've seen Kaylee there win that 50 breast, so she'll be using that confidence she's taken from that race, and as you can see, using her experience as well. She's got some really good hip drives, obviously linking her breaststroke and her butterfly are doing really well for her.
These talented 14-year-olds, Amelia Bray in lane 5, ones to watch for the future, but it is Kaylee Jackson who's storming home to win this B final of the women's 100 metres butterfly. Lane 7, Liv Peebles going really well too. She will get a good time. Kaylee Jackson, 102.80, what a swim. She might be wondering why that didn't come through this morning. And second place in that one was Liv Peebles, 104.32.
Yeah, Kaylee really took that race on from the get-go. Used her underwater skills, used her hip drive, and a really good clean finish there.
So there's the result. Fantastic performance. Kaylee Jackson really on the form of her life at the moment. And Liv Peebles coming from the outside lane to clutch second there. We now welcome to pool deck the A finalists of the women's 100 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from United, Grace Beck. Lane 2 from St Paul's, Laura Littlejohn. Lane 3 from Coast, Amy Crosby. Lane 4 from Coast, Helena Gasson. Lane 5 from Phoenix, Vanessa Auerhand. Lane 6 from United, Alice Waldo. Lane 7 from Whanganui, Hannah Bates. Lane 8 from Neptune, Esme Patterson. An Olympic qualifying mark of 57.92. The New Zealand record at 58.51 is held by Helena Gasson. She is in lane 4. Vanessa Auerhand in good form too in lane 5. They go through the first 25. Not a lot in it. Anyone's guess who's going to hit the wall at the 50, Steve?
Yeah, well, Vanessa's been going out really strong in her races. Helena will be trusting her back in. They'll be looking for that 27 low here.
And Vanessa Auerhand goes through first. Now, who's got the back end to bring this home?
Some really
nice
good underwater
work
there
from Helena Gasson. Yeah, you're right, Steve. She's done a great job underwater.
Yeah, Helena's trying to keep her hip rhythm up here now. This is a really good battle for them. This is going to come down to that touch that we've talked about all night.
They go past us on the commentary desk. There's nothing in it. It's going to come down to the finish, the big reach, the timing to the wall. They go to it. It might be Helena Gasson. It is 58.98, just 3 100ths of a second, 4 100ths of a second in it. What a race. Fingernails got that one, and both swimmers absolutely left everything out there on the lanes. What a swim there from both swimmers, and Helena Gasson just getting there to win the title.
I think it really came down to that turn, Scott. Helena put in some really good underwater there, and then in that last 5 metres, really went into that wall. See, under the water here, coming off this turn, this is where Helena chose to really be aggressive, and then into this finish, you'll see her keep her head down and really just trust her breath control and her stroke count.
And this is where the training comes in, doesn't it, Steve? That is where, if you haven't done the training, that's where it's all going to fall apart. We'll have a chat to Helena Gasson, now the title holder.
So Helena Gasson winning there in 58.98. Vanessa with 59.02, and third place Alice Waldo 101.30.
Here with Helena Gasson, the winner. Congratulations, Helena. They don't get much closer than that one. Second to the wall at the other end, but you got the most important wall you hit first was this one. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's my first 58 since 2016, so I'm beyond happy, and Vanessa did an incredible swim too.
So yeah, underneath the New Zealand record of your own at 58.51, but philosophical about sort of not quite getting to that New Zealand record tonight?
Yeah, it would have been a long shot to get to that New Zealand record. I haven't been targeting this race for a long time now. I'm definitely all in on the IM game now, so but doing a 58 is really encouraging for my IM.
You must be, you know, in terms of that, just saying to Steve, that final 10 metres and 100 butterfly, you can't hide from that 10 metres. That is where the training came in, so you must have put in a lot of work for that event.
Yeah, of course. I'm a 200 swimmer, so the last 10 metres won't hurt me as much as the sprinters, but yeah, a lot of training has gone into this competition.
Well, round of applause for Helena Gasson winning the 100 metres butterfly for women. Well done.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back to the Aon New Zealand Championships. We now move to event 22, the men's 100 metres butterfly. There are 3 finals, C, B and then A. And we welcome to pool deck now the C finalists. In lane 1 from North Shore, Patrick McGill. Lane 2 from Viking, Luca Foy. Lane 3 from Jazzy, Archie Perriam. Lane 4 from Wharanui, Tom Drever. 5 from Jazzy, Bailey Perriam. 6 from Coast, Joshua McCormack Goth. 7 from Capital, Bronson Lloyd. And 8 from Aquagym, Zach Baker. Now, Steve, you've watched the turns all the way along. You can see, look at lane 7 there, a great breakout and underwater work by Bronson Lloyd.
Yeah, he really backed himself on that first 50. He's also another 400 IMer, so these guys who are using all of their skills to lift up their 100 metre times as well.
And it's carried him through to the final 25. Bronson Lloyd's going to take them through to win the C final. And Tom Drever will... In fact, Tom Drever.
Yeah, Tom came through there on his finish, a 56.68. That was a really good touch from him. Head down, really good drive to the wall. Yeah, great finish there.
Yeah, it was a great finish. Very close indeed. So just getting there by 2/100ths of a second. Drever over Lloyd. Perriam, it's Archie Perriam who takes 3rd. We now welcome the B finalist of the men's 100 metre butterfly to the pool deck. In lane 1 from Pukekohe, Aiko Shibuya. 2 from Neptune, Zeke Pine. 3 from Tasman, Joshua Amies. 4 from Capital, Atakura Julian. 5 from Wharanui, William Campbell. 6 from Raumati, Tafiti Tamomo. 7 from Evolution, Thomas Wilkinson. And 8, Luca Lizabel from St Paul's.
On that first 50, we see William Campbell, the oldest guy in the heat here. He's taking it out strong. He's got some really good hip rhythm, a really sort of bit bigger stroke than these other lads.
He's phenomenal, William Campbell, at 25 years of age. He's been in the sport for a long, long time. He's still holding on. A strong challenge here from Atakura Julian in lane 4 from Capital.
Yeah, Atakura's put a really good race together here. All about that finish again, Scott.
We watched for the wall, and it was lane 2 there. Zeke Pine that sneaks through for the win from the outer lane. And just shows it's not over till it's over, Steve. Certainly in the butterfly events.
Once again, we're going to see what happens when we nail those skills here, Scott. Zeke wanted that finish. Head down all the way through that last 7 to 8 metres.
That's right, and it's learnt and taught in training, isn't it? And as you said, your brother Dean Kent, always the master at the changeovers, the turns, the underwater work. So well done to our B finalists here in the 100 metres butterfly for men.
Yeah, those skills you can't practice. You've got to practice all the time, and then they come together in the race, and there you go.
It's got to be automatic, doesn't it? It's got to be a habit thing. And 56.33 for Zeke Pine. Now welcome to the pool deck, the A finalists of the men's 100 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from Wharanui, Taiko Torepi Ormsby. Lane 2 from Coast, Chris Dawson. Lane 3 from QE2, Satori Dobby. Lane 4 from St Paul's, Ben Littlejohn. Lane 5 from Capital, Lachlan O'Connor. Lane 6 from Coast, Wilrick Kutsia. Lane 7 from Waitaha, Christopher Elson. And lane 8 from Capital, Joel Crampton. Good starts, under they go, and some nervous looking boys there on the start line. Steve, going to be very close this one.
There's a lot of puffing of the chest up in that one there, Scotty.
A few slappity slaps, some red chests, and away we go down the first 50.
As we said, it's looking really even all the way across here. This is going to be a great battle.
It is, and just looking for that leader, lane 2 there.
Yeah, that's Chris Dawson. He won this event 4 years ago, and he'll be looking to really take on the second 50.
Great underwater work from most of these swimmers. It is still Chris Dawson in lane 2 that leads them, but can he hold on? Ben Littlejohn in lane 4 starting to come through. Lane 5, Lachlan O'Connor from Capitals right there too. It looks like Lachlan O'Connor's going to get there in the blue cap if he can hold on. He does. Lachlan O'Connor, 53.84. He's happy. Littlejohn takes second. Satori Dobby takes third. And just watching that start.
Yeah, Lachlan's a 200 metre specialist in this 100, so he'll be really happy with this build up towards that 200 fly event to get under that 54 mark. That'll be a really good personal best for him.
It's going to be, we're looking forward to seeing him in the 200 butterfly. He's going to fly literally in that event. Always good to see some speed. I remember watching Moss Burmester, always a very solid 100 butterfly, and then could really back it up. So Lachlan O'Connor, same sort of thing here, and we'll get a catch a word with him now.
So Lachlan O'Connor takes out that 100 metre men's butterfly, 53.84. Ben Littlejohn in second, 54.31, and Chris Dawson third, 54.38.
Here with Lachlan O'Connor, the winner of the men's 100 metres butterfly. Congratulations on that first reaction.
I'm just stoked. Super happy with all the work that I've put in. Gary Hollywood has been a blessing, an absolute blessing for the last year. Him and the crew that I've been able to train with down in Wellington, couldn't be happier, and I'm just blown away. I don't know if I expected a 53, but I really couldn't be happier.
You hit the wall in about third or fourth place. Were you just biding your time? Obviously a 200 metre butterflyer, talking with Steve Kent, but you must be really pleased with that back end speed.
Absolutely. Gary's been putting me through the ringer. He's been giving me, I think one of my worst sets might have been 40 hundreds fly a couple of weeks in a row, and I'm just so happy that that back end is starting to show. And yeah, bring on tomorrow's 200 fly, because I'm feeling really ready.
Well, that's awesome. Lachlan O'Connor, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 100 metres butterfly. Well done.
Swimming is my favourite way to start the day.
It's my escape from the hustle and bustle.
Keeps me moving and keeps me alive.
It's the reason I want to be the best one day.
It's why we're going to Beck. See you in Taupo.
What a great race that was. The Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. We move to event 113. The women's 100 metres butterfly para multi-class. In lane 4 from Whanganui, Lily Fox Mason. In lane 5 from Orca, Jane Fox. She's still going. Still going. You can't deny she's having fun, eh? What a character Jane Fox before the race. She's always makes everyone smile, doesn't she? Jane Fox in lane 5, this 100 metre butterfly.
She had a really good start there, Scott. She came up. That's obviously her plan here. Get up, get into her rhythm nice and early.
She did, she really did. Lily Fox Mason, 118.88. She's in disability class S10, the physical disability. And Jane Fox, 128.72 with a intellectual impairment at S14. And they come down to the wall, 35.90 for Lily Fox. I think she's well on track for a PB here. And she's looking really strong. Good high hips, isn't she, Steve?
Yeah, that's a really good rhythm here, especially for that second 50. And we've got Jane, who will be looking for around that 125 mark, which is the national record. So some really good racing going on by these girls for their personal goals.
So we're trying to beat a 118.88 for Lily Fox Mason. We come down to the final 10 metres, trying to hold on, hold it all together, do that nicely timed finish as we've spoken about. In she comes, 16.79. Great swim there from Lily Fox Mason.
Really good improvement from this morning, Scott. And here comes Jane.
Jane's going to do a great time too, I think, just on her best. A 130.3. Well done to our two swimmers there. Lily Fox Mason, the winner of that event. And we'll catch a word with her shortly.
Really consistent race there by Lily. She built it all the way through, and there's her time to finish. A good improvement from this morning, 116.79. Well done, Lily.
Here with Lily Fox Mason, the winner of the women's 100 butterfly para multi-class. Congratulations. You got a pretty big smile on your face. Tell us how you're feeling.
Pretty good, yeah. I've been looking forward to this race, so to PB it again after this morning's really good, yeah.
That's all you can do. I mean, you do all that training, you want to get those seconds off each time. That was about 2 seconds under from the 118. Did you have any sort of time in mind when you left the blocks there?
Yeah, 116 is definitely what I was aiming for, so super happy, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And other events you've got this week?
I have 50 back, 50 free, and 200 AM tomorrow, and then 100 free.
A pretty full program for you. Well, congratulations on your win. Well done.
Thanks.
We move now to event number 114, the 100 butterfly for men para multi-class. In lane 3 from Greendale, Lance Dusto. Lane 4 from Mount Eden, David Beck. Lane 5 from Selwyn, Yayan Edwards. And lane 6 from Blenheim, Jack Bugler. Good start by David Beck in the middle of the pool. He's hunting down a New Zealand age group record there for him of 107.70. He's in the S14 class, and Yayan Edwards has come off the back of the title earlier in the evening, so he's swimming really, really well.
Lance Dusto in lane 3, he's been having a great week, Scott. He's been giving it everything in every single race.
He has. Lance Dusto 1:15.82 from Greendale, the 20-year-old, and David Beck 24 years old, and the two 18-year-olds Yayan and Jack in lanes 5 and 6. And let's try and get David Beck home to a 107.7. He's well out in front at the moment. The clock ticking over, 58.59 the minute. He's got 7 seconds to get there. Can we get him there for a new New Zealand record? We do indeed. 106.66 for David Beck. What a swim. He did 109 earlier. He's happy. Very, very happy indeed. 106.66.
He's absolutely pumped there, Scotty. That was stoked. An awesome last 25 by Dave. Really, really strong, and once again his skills were really, really top class.
He just superbly swum that event, went out fast and held on. He's obviously done the training. Great underwater work. Here with David Beck, the winner of the 100 butterfly for men para multi-class. Congratulations, David. Now, just speaking to Cam, Leslie, he said that was your record from 2 years ago. You've smashed it to pieces. You must be happy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I am very impressed with that after the last year or two.
Have you had a tough couple of years? What you know, in terms of your training, has it been going well?
Yeah, it's starting to build back up again, apart from a past terrible year. My gym sessions, well, we're still trying to sort that out as far as I know.
106.66, you went out really fast in the beginning, but you came back really strongly. So did you have any plan today, or was it just leave the block and go as fast as you can?
Well, after I knew what happened this morning, I decided to leave most of the energy for tonight, because this morning I decided to use half of it, you know.
Well, good job. I think you've done a lot of what other swimmers have done. You've left all the good performances for tonight. So, round of applause for David Beck, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 100 butterfly for men.
The schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance, with expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back. We now move to event 23, the women's 400 metres freestyle. There are two finals, a B final and an A final. We welcome to the pool deck the B finalists. In lane 1 from Tasman, Abby Smale. Lane 2 from Pukekohe, Amani Tahaya. Lane 3 from Liz Van Willie Aquatics, Sarah Cummings. 4 from Neptune, Sophie Shallard. 5 from Wharanui, Bree Middleton. 6 from Mount Maunganui, Molly Shivnan. 7 from Coast, Lena Hamblin-O. And lane 8 from Mount Maunganui, Lily Cooney. Now, Steve, just looking across the ages there, 15 years up to 18. A reasonably young field here for a B final at the Open Champs.
Yeah, I guess it just shows what these girls have obviously been working on at their home programs. And normally with the female athletes, that endurance level when you're a bit younger sometimes is already sometimes well above the males.
And just in the early stages here, it's pretty even across the middle lanes, just cruising through the first 100. Trying to get that speed, but try and conserve the energy levels as we move into the second 100.
Yeah, this will be a bit of a tactical race for these girls. They'll be obviously testing each other on the second 100. Who's going? Are they looking to see who makes the move, or is someone just going to be brave enough to start picking it up at a level here? But like we saw Zach Reed do earlier tonight, that third 100 could be critical.
That's right. When looking at the kicks here, you can see just that's where a lot of the energy is taken from. So they're just holding back on their kick at the moment, using their arm strokes to propel them in the early stages at the moment. But we will see that start to build, and just watching over at each other. And that can be a dangerous thing too, isn't it, Steve, when you're actually starting to look at other swimmers and think, everyone's done it, you think you're going faster than you are, you think you're going slower than you are, and then it turns out something completely different happens.
Yeah, you definitely want to have your own race plan, and you definitely want to have in your warm-up organised and set up for that race pace that makes you feel confident and set on that rating. As we can see, the intensity's just gone up a little bit there. Molly's obviously wanting to target this third 100. She's the oldest one in the field here, so she'll be looking to lead this through.
Molly Shivnan from Mount Maunganui in lane 6 leads the way at the moment, leading into the turn with 150 metres to swim.
I know Molly's from her surf lifesaving background as well. She's a tough competitor. She's into her Ironwoman, board ski. She's a really disciplined athlete over a range of skills that she has to use. So she'll be tapping into that during this 400-metre race.
She's had a really good year last year, Molly Shivnan, at the New Zealand Secondary School Champs and the Winters last year, the Short Course Championships. So bringing that form through into 2021, she holds about a half body length lead or quarter body length lead into the final 100. She'll turn at 3:23 flat Her time in the program of 4:35.72.
She's been breathing to the same side as the girls most of the way through, so now that she's in the lead, she'll be knowing that when these girls attack, she can go when they go as well. So some really smart racing here by Molly.
And a little bit of a challenge coming from Bree Middleton in lane 5 from Wharanui. But still, Molly Shivnan holds that lead. The margins remain the same. Sophie Shillard's dropped back a little bit. Sarah Cummings right on her hip.
This is going to be another good battle in this last 50. We've seen a lot of these over this championship, Scott. And right now, Molly's going to have to make a move because Bree's coming. She's picked up that leg beat. Molly's going to have to do the same.
So final 25 metres for these. This is where they're going to guts it through, try and limit the breathing, put their head down. It's like the end of a sprint. You see it in distance events. And a really good finish here by Bree Middleton. The kick comes in maybe a little late from Shivnan. It does. Bree Middleton takes it. 4:29.87, both going under 4:30. And nice sportsmanship there from these two swimmers.
Another good battle in a 400, Scott. We've seen them all through these championships. We've got to use each other in New Zealand to get better, and this sort of racing can really help that if we're going to start taking on the world. The likes of Zach and Lewis racing each other, that's how we're all going to get better.
That's right. You do wonder whether Molly just sort of kicked into the gear a bit late there. She could have maybe brought that kick in a bit earlier, but maybe that was everything she had. But Bree Middleton just winning there by 7/100ths of a second. And Sophie Shillard takes the third place. We now welcome to pool deck the A finalists of the women's 400 metres freestyle. In lane 1 from North Shore, Ruby Matthews. Lane 2 from Evolution, Kira Ellett. Lane 3 from North Shore, Karina Doyle. Lane 4 from Neptune, Erica Fairweather. Lane 5 also from Neptune, Caitlin Deans. 6 from Hamilton Aquatics, Gina McCarthy. 7 from Evolution, Talita McEwen. Lane 8 from Neptune, Ruby Heath. This is going to be an exciting final, ladies and gentlemen. Erica Fairweather in lane 4 already reached the qualifying mark for the Olympic Games, but we saw how disappointed she was the other night for not reaching that qualifying mark. She will be going for that mark of 4:07.90 this evening, Steve, and she's going to go out fast, and she has done.
Yeah, she's going to really take this on, I think, here, Scott. So you can already see her at that first 50. She's wanting to put the pressure on early.
28.40. Karina Doyle goes through second, but already a half second lead for Fairweather. Such a smooth stroke, doesn't she? A very symmetrical stroke, breathing off to her left.
Always just really good rhythm with Erica, you know. It looks effortless, which is what's really good about her freestyle. When it looks easy, that means she's really efficient on her kick and her pull.
I tell you, it sounds... But I remember looking back and watching Daniel Loader in this event in '96, and his stroke look effortless. He has a very similar stroke. Well, Erica has a very similar stroke, high in the water and just very relaxed.
Yeah, and she's obviously going to try to build each 50 here as she goes through, and she's going to have to trust her processes and go for what she's been working on. She'll be looking for a personal best.
That's for sure. The time of 4:14.15, the heat swim, that will be blown away tonight for sure. And Erica Fairweather's PB of 4:07.23 is underneath that qualifying mark. The New Zealand age group record at 4:10.18 also under threat.
We can also see she's got her teammates in the race here, Scott, so that obviously means down in the in Dunedin there with the Neptune Club with Lars Humer, they're obviously putting some really big effort into their freestyle program, so really good showing by Neptune in this event.
2:02.19, Erica Fairweather goes through the 200-metre mark. We're going to have to see a 2:04 or thereabouts, so a very negatively split 400 here if we're going to see a qualifying mark. The New Zealand record held by Lauren Boyle at 4:03.63 back in 2012, and that would have been at the Olympic Games. The one you were there, Steve.
Yeah, it was always awesome to train with Lauren, and I know Lauren will be wanting Erica to keep improving in this event and eventually take her record out.
That's right. Eve Thomas holds the 18-year-old record. Erica Fairweather holds the 17. And we're coming through to the 300-metre mark. Let's see how she's travelled over that 100 metres. She turns at 3:05.18. She's going to have to come back pretty strongly here. We're going to have to see a 1:02.5 for the final 100. Can we get this out of Erica Fairweather? Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring her home. Second place at the moment in lane 5, Caitlin Deans. Karina Doyle sitting in third in lane 3.
Everyone along the side of the pool here really willing her on. Every club, every New Zealander in this pool tonight wanting to help Erica get through this time.
She turns in 33.36. She did a 31.54. She's going to have to come back another half second quicker. We're on track for a 4:08 at the moment. 4:07, 4:08. Let's see what she can do. Coming home very strongly, Erica Fairweather. Increasing that lead over this talented field here tonight. She comes through, she's going to get it, I think. She does. What a final lap. 29.82. Who knew that was in her for the last lap? 4:06.54. I spoke too soon, but what an increase. 2 seconds off that final 50, Steve. Where did that come from?
That's just trusting her process and obviously what they've trained for. That looked really, really good in that last 25. That was a lot of willpower, and yeah, it looked amazing.
And looking at the second place there and the result, it was, we'll come back to that shortly, but it was Caitlin Deans that was second, and I think Karina Doyle held on to third, but we'll come back to that result shortly.
That was a really well put together race.
It's on the screen. Caitlin Deans 4:15.95, Karina Doyle 4:20.42. But a much happier looking Erica Fairweather tonight. A very good time.
Yeah, coming into that last 50, we all know what she needed to do there. She needed a big one. Everyone was really willing her on. I'm probably sure she felt that. A really awesome last 10 metres as well, just to really drive into the wall for that awesome time of 4:06. Here's the results. Erica Fairweather 4:06.54, a personal best under the Olympic qualifying time. That's a really great swim. Well done, Erica.
Here with Erica Fairweather. Congratulations, Erica. What a swim. Big smile on your face. First reaction from you on that swim?
Oh, I'm stoked. It was pretty much what I was going for.
We were watching your splits all the way and I spoke far too soon. You were doing 31s, and then you pulled out a 29.5 on the way home to go well underneath that qualifying mark. Where did that energy come in that last 50?
I guess just a bit of determination. I practice it every day in training and yeah, put it into practice and race.
In terms of a 4:06, was that where your expectation was, or was it just fixing on that qualifying time?
Yeah, that was about where I wanted to be. I've done lots of practice races and that kind of thing to get it to be there.
Well, congratulations, Erica, on another fantastic performance. Well done.
Hi, it's Dean Kent here from Northern Arena. We've had a 9-year association with Merthyr Pools and we couldn't be happier. Any issues we've had, they've come to the party almost immediately. We've got a new venture coming up and we're happy to be associated and use Merthyr as a product again. Would we be happy to recommend them to anyone and to use them again in the future? And the answer is 100% yes.
What a performance there by Erica Fairweather in that 400 metre freestyle. We now move to event 24, the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for men. It's the club relay, and we welcome them onto pool deck now. In lane 1, the swimming Nelson Marlborough team. In lane 2, St Paul's Swimming Club team. Lane 3, it's Wharanui Swim Club. Lane 4, Coast Swimming Club. Lane 5, Capital Swim Club. Lane 6, North Shore Swim Club A team. 7, North Shore Swim Club B team. Lane 8, Swim Zone Racing. So leading off for Coast is George Williams, I believe, and he's going for a good time this evening. So few of these swimmers using this opportunity to get a time over the 100 metre freestyle, and they're going out real quick. This is Lewis Clearbird in lane 5 and George Williams lane 4 for Coast, and Lewis Clearbird is leading them out.
As Lewis does, mate. He's a team member. He loves these relays.
Look at how fast he's going. Boy, oh boy. Lewis Clearbird. Who knew he's a 400 metre swimmer? It's incredible.
Lewis absolutely loves this. He's doing it for his club teammates. And an awesome finish coming up.
50. 48.96. Unofficially, a new New Zealand Open record. 48. I'm still getting over that, Steve. You can carry on.
Yeah, well, Lewis that's what you can do in relays. Lewis just stepped up for his mates, but he's also done it for himself now. He's put Capital in a really good position for the rest of this relay. It's going to be up to Coast and North Shore to try and catch that back up.
we're going to have a word with them after this. Capital Swim Club well out in front in lane 5 at the moment. But that record, we'll have to find out who owns that. Cameron Leslie in the statistics, finding out who owned that record.
I think it was Daniel Hunter's record of 49.11, so that's a top effort.
Yeah, 49.11 held by Daniel Hunter at the Commonwealth Games in 2018.
So
and
Capital,
back to racing.
Capital have got a 3-second lead at that 200-metre mark. So that's a big lead to catch up with only 2 100 swimmers left to go. So see who we've got left in each team.
So in lane 4 we have Fergus Eadie. In lane 6 we have Louis Clark for North Shore A team. We've got a bit of work to do to catch up, and this is Bronson Lloyd for the Capital Swim Club. Bronson Lloyd, they'll be inspired and really egged on by the first swim there, and now it is the Capital Swim Club's Atakura Julian who goes in.
We've also got Tyrone Henry from Coast here. Let's see if he can Jason Lezak this relay and come home strong.
Yeah, that's right. There's nothing like trying to pull back a lead for your team, and it'll bring superhuman strength, as it has done for many swimmers in this relay.
Capital still holding the lead here. This is a really good swim here. Atakura, he's backing himself. He's going to have to hold strong. Here comes Tyrone
Henry, he did a good job in the 200 metres. He's got some back end. Tyrone Henry, he's not going to catch him, I don't think.
I don't know.
Oh, he's coming pretty quickly.
Here he comes.
Atakura Julian just tying up a little bit.
I love these relays, Scott.
Tyrone Henry coming through strong. Great finish there, but Capital managed to hold on to it. 3:25.89. 3:26.57 for Coast. North Shore A take third. We'll get a word with the Capital Swim Club now. And Lewis Clareburt, get a word with him on what was a blisteringly fast first 100.
Straight from the get-go there, Lewis, he backed himself. He wanted that record, obviously, a sneaky little win for the Capital Swim Club with it. So we saw him power through that second 50 off a really good turn and a classic finish. That led him through, and for the rest of his teammates to then back up his performance. So really awesome swim there by the Capital guys. Final results there, Capital Swim Club 3:25. Over to you, Scotty.
Come on, man. Come nice and close, stand there, Sam. Yeah. Here with the Capital Swim Club team winning the 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Atakura Julian just joining us now. What a win. Let's start with you, Lewis, because surprise, you're now the New Zealand record holder for 100 metres freestyle. Tell us, where did that come from, that blistering pace?
Yeah, I don't know. I just when the boys get around you, I think that's the only difference. When you got a team to swim for, you get up for them.
Well, you led off and gave them a huge lead. Bronson, a big part you played in that. How does that team atmosphere really cheer you and bring you on?
It really helps. The boys get up with everyone and just do your best.
Sam Brown, you already had a couple of races already this evening. You're not tired at the end of your night?
Oh, I definitely am. My body, I felt it in that one, but no, it was okay.
Atakura, you were there, you had the pressure to hold on to that lead. Tyrone Henry bearing down on you in that last few metres. Could you feel it?
Yeah, I could, but I tried to hold on as long as I can because Lewis put in such a great effort for us to be in that position, so I tried my best. So.
Good effort. Round of applause for the Capital Swim Club team. Great effort in that 4x100 metre freestyle relay. now move to the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for the women. And there are 3 teams in this event, and they're coming out to pool deck now. In lane 3, the North Shore Swimming Club B team. In lane 4, the North Shore Swim Club A team. In lane 5, the Hamilton Aquatics team. So just 3 teams in this event. They will know exactly where each other are. There's no outside lanes, no one to hide on the outside lanes. And away we go. Have they been inspired by Lewis Clairback with his New Zealand record? Can we see another special performance in this first 100 metres?
We've got Paige Flynn here leading it out for Hamilton, and Summer Osborne for the North Shore. So Summer's only 15, so she's swimming really well this championship, Scott. She's been putting together some really good performances.
Paige Flynn starting out for Hamilton Aquatics, Melissa Cowan for North Shore B. And this is 15-year-old Summer Osborne, half a body length lead into the changeover. And we look at the changeovers, they're wanting to time that perfectly. They will start their momentum off the block well before the swimmer arrives. That is a good fast change, and some swimmers starting at the back of the block and almost walking over the start.
Yeah, that's Ruby Matthews there diving in. She's obviously done a couple of relays already this week for the North Shore Club, so she's obviously been practicing that in her training, and then now she's bringing it into a couple of races, so she's doing a really good job with that.
She has, and just some of the older women in the North Shore A team, 22, 24, 27-year-old. And versus the younger B team there, so it'll be the young'uns versus the oldies in the North Shore team.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of club pride going in here. I know Starkia Tiakura, she's always hungry to take on these older females in the North Shore team.
So coming into the second change here, Ruby Matthews doing a good job to hold on to that lead. And it'll be Madison Kidd that leads away for North Shore A, the 24-year-old.
Yeah, that's a really good start there by Madison. She's a more of a 50-based freestyler, so she's going to be taking this one out strong in her first 50.
Bit of work to do here for Hamilton Aquatics. Sarah Gutzel is in the water at the moment. Gina McCarthy will lead them home. Karina Doyle for North Shore A and Minay Nell for North Shore B await them on the blocks, ready to go.
Yeah, Madison's still looking good here on her second 50. Trying to limit that breathing so she can maintain her rhythm as she goes through. She really needs to make sure she keeps up that speed into this wall. Want to be safe on these changeovers with only 3 teams in here, Scott. We wouldn't want any of these teams to get DQ'd.
No, we don't. There was a few disqualifications last night. They've got to do it. They want a fast changeover, but not too fast. And that's where it's got to be practiced. You don't want, you know, we've seen relays of yesteryear that it's all been taken away from them.
Yeah, we've got Karina here swimming for the North Shore A team. She's obviously had the 400 earlier, but we know she's really good at this 100 metre, and she'll be bringing it home for her team.
Well, what happens, isn't it, Steve? They build in confidence as their performances they're happy with their performance throughout the week. Every event, they've just gained that confidence, and that's so much a part of their performance, the top 2 inches.
Yeah, we've got Karina coming into the finish now, using all that, nice and controlled. Head down the last 5 metres, no breath. Good job.
She goes in to win 3:52.72. Gina McCarthy takes Hamilton Aquatics through for the silver. And third, the bronze will go to North Shore B.
Yeah, really good job there by those North Shore on the changeovers all the way through there. Really well timed. Nice and safe there by Karina on that last one, just to make sure that there's no DQs there, and then finished off that 100 nicely to take the win for the North Shore A team. So, there's the final results. North Shore A taking out the win in 3:52, Hamilton Aquatics second, and North Shore B team in third place.
Here with the North Shore A team winning the 4x100 metre freestyle relay, club relay. Always a good one to win, Karina, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always nice coming out and putting a really good swim together with the team. It's so much more fun when you're doing it with other people rather than all on your own.
In terms of, backing it up at the end of a night after you've had a tough night of racing, how do you get up again and do it? Is it all the team, Ruby?
Yeah, it's definitely the team. We all support each other and get really excited and hype each other up, and that's what gets you through.
And in terms of getting in that A team, is that a performance based on how you've gone this week? If the team's been selected earlier, or is that all Andy McMillan?
That's all Andy, pretty much just picking everyone throughout the week and before the event starts.
Well, congratulations to the North Shore A team for the 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Well done. Please put your hands together for the officials and technical officials on pool deck, and they're now going to make their way off pool deck now. Give them a big round of applause.
Thanks, Scott.
We'll see you in the morning.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
We now move to the second medal presentation, sponsored by All Proof Industries. Medals being presented by open water swimming legend Phil Rush. There he is. And we will move, starting with the event 21, the women's 100 metres butterfly. And it's the 17-18-year-old age group. In third place, in 105.05, Jenna Ralston-Larking. In second place, in 101.70 from Coast, Amy Crosby. And winning in 101.30 from United, Alice Waldo. Move now to the next presentation, event 21, the women's 100 metre butterfly open final result. Third place, bronze medal, 101.30, Alice Waldo, United. Second place in 59.02 from Phoenix, Vanessa Auerhan. And winning in a time of 58.98 from Coast, Helena Gasson. Move now to event 22, the 100 metre butterfly for men, 17-18-year-old age group. In third place in 56.69 from Evolution, Thomas Wilkinson. Second place in 56.46 from Tasman, Joshua Amies. And the winner in 54.63 from Whananui, Taiko Torepi Ormsby. Moving now to the next medal ceremony, event 22, the men's 100 metre butterfly final and open result. The bronze medalist in 54.38 from Coast, Chris Dawson. Silver medalist in 54.31 from St Paul's, Ben Littlejohn. And winning the gold medal in 53.84 from Capital, Lachlan O'Connor. Well done. Moving to event 113, medal ceremony for the 100 butterfly for women, para multi-class. In second place in 130.30 from Orca, Jane Fox. And winning the gold medal in 116.79 from Whananui, Lily Fox Mason. Next, the 100 metre butterfly for men, para multi-class. Third place, the bronze medalist in 1:15.34 from Selwyn, Ian Edwards. Silver medalist, 1:13.55 from Greendale, Lance Dusto. And the gold medalist in 1:06.66, David Beck from Mount Eden. The next ceremony is event 23, the 400 metre freestyle for women, 17-18-year-old age group. Third place in 4:29.87, Bree Middleton from Whananui. Silver medalist, 4:22.21, Gina McCarthy from Hamilton Aquatics. And winning in a new New Zealand age group record time of 4:06.54 from Neptune, Erica Fairweather. Now to the 400 freestyle for women, the open final result. In third place, the bronze medalist, 4:20.42 from North Shore, Karina Doyle. The silver medalist in 4:15.95 from Neptune, Caitlin Deans. And winning the gold medal in 4:06.54 from Neptune, Erica Fairweather. Moving now to event 24, the medal ceremony for the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for men. In third place, it is the North Shore Swimming Club A team of Cullen Prime, Cameron Gray, Louis Clark and Samuel Potching. The silver medalists are the Coast Swimming Club team. George Williams, Cole Drinnan, Fergus Eadie, Tyrone Henry. And the gold medalist, Capital Swim Club A team, Lewis Clareburt, Sam Brown, Bronson Lloyd, Atakura Julian. And special mention to Lewis Clareburt, a new New Zealand record in the men's 100 metres freestyle at 48.96. Move now to the final medal ceremony of tonight's session. Event 25, the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for women, the club relay. Third place in 4:07.16, North Shore Swim Club B team. And that was Melissa Cowan, Zoe Crawford, Star Tekura and Minay Nell. Silver medalist in 3:55.78. Hamilton Aquatics, Paige Flynn, Jordan Williams, Sarah Gutzel, Gina McCarthy. And the gold medal goes to North Shore Swim Club A team, Summer Osborne, Ruby Matthews, Madison Kidd and Karina Doyle. Well, a great session tonight, Steve Ken. Very exciting racing. We kicked off with the 400 metre freestyle for men, and it was Zach Reed over Lewis. A very good race, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we said that at the start, that's what it was going to be, and the way Zach brought it home in that last 200 metres was a really top effort and a great PB.
It was indeed. We then moved to, there was Helena Gaston in the 100 metres butterfly. Very, very close race, that one. David Beck getting the New Zealand record in his event. Erica Fairweather, what a swim in that race as well, going underneath the Olympic qualifying and collecting a New Zealand age record.
Yeah, and that last 50 was just phenomenal. The way she brought it home and just backed it, it was amazing to see.
It was indeed. Lewis, obviously, in that relay, a surprise 100 metre freestyle national open record, which is always a tough one to get.
Yeah, well, that's awesome to see that 4 to 9 barrier has been broken in New Zealand. Finally, there's been some relay swims that have been under that time, but now to do it as a lead-off swim, that's really great for Lewis and for his 200 and all of his other events. Shows he's got some speed.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, the 200 metre backstroke for both men and women and the 200 metre individual medley, the 200 fly for men and the 100 backstroke for women. It's going to be another great day for day 5 of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. Thank you for joining us this evening. You can join us again from 11 o'clock tomorrow morning on Sky Sport Next YouTube channel.